Hello students, my name is Shaishav and today we'll be focusing on selecting multiple cells of our data inside our worksheet for Excel. So in order to select multiple cells, before our starting our selection, we need to remember one keyboard shortcut, which is Shift plus arrow keys. So using the Shift plus arrow keys, you can select multiple options together. So from the active cell, we can use this shortcut to select the different cells. So currently our active cell is book name. So from the book name, if I wanted to select through all the way from book name to the James, I can do that using shift arrow keys using the based on the directions. So right now it's James is at the bottom, so I will be using shift plus downward arrow keys, downward arrow keys, downward arrow keys, and downward shift plus downward arrow keys. I will keep holding shift and keep pressing downward arrow keys till my desired target, which is James. Now as we see that as we move away from our active cell, basically we are adding all those cells in our selection. Now if I'm moving towards my active cell, which is shift top key, top arrow key, I'm basically deselecting the cells which I already selected. So basically if I'm moving towards, I'm deselecting the rock and deselecting the life of Excel and everything. So basically I'm deselecting if I'm moving towards the active cell, and if I'm selecting the number of cell if I'm moving to away from the cell. Similar thing for the very right side, which is shift. If I'm pressing right arrow key, shift plus right arrow key, which is selects author, and going away from the my active cell, shift plus right arrow key, I'm going away from the active cell, so it's adding to my selection. Now if I'm moving towards my active cell, which is I'm deselecting here, so I'm not selecting it, only I'm removing the selection. I'm pressing shift plus left arrow key, I deselected the author. So this is how the just normal selection works. Now if I just wanted to directly quickly do it, if I know the easiest way, if I have to select entire data, we can do using the edges. One of the techniques of using the edges, I already discussed in my previous video. If you haven't watched that, you can go ahead and quickly watch my videos of navigating through the edges. So we can use that. So basically it's a combination of navigation of edges, shortcut for navigation of edges, and just a normal selection on process. So the shortcut for in order to select from book name directly through the edge of the specific cell, we can use it. So which is control shift and a top down arrow keys. So control shift and top down arrow keys, what helps us to do is help us to combine the navigating to the different edges with the selection option. So now if I press control shift and navigate to the all the way to the, if I press a right arrow key, it will select all the cells through book name to the year the once. So it will just directly selected it all the cells together at the same time. I don't have to keep pressing the multiple times the arrow keys towards the right. Similarly, if I keep pressing control shift plus downward key, it will select all the options till my edge. So if I have already watched the navigation and to the edges video, you will pretty much familiar how the navigation and edges works. Similarly, same thing for the robot, and which is for the if we are just specifically want to focus on the empty cells and how the selection works. If there's an empty cell in the data, uh, it completely logic is similar to the navigating the edges, which is control shift and top arrow. It will only select the Harry. If I again click on top arrow, control shift plus top arrow, it will select Microsoft, and so on. So based on the combination of navigating to edges and selection, it's a combination of those two shortcuts, and we find the easier way to select our data. And this is very much useful as number of times the data increases in the Excel sheet. We have to do many times copy paste and also remove or change or select the data. This is it's much more better if you know the shortcuts. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much. Have a good one.